but nobody can see us yet.
Yeah,
So they can hear us right now. You know how that
like,
goes. That little pre-stuff.
It's all that pre-stuff, so it's all blank.
That goes.
All that stuff.
You nervous?
Yeah.
Nervous?
You
Got the
should be, man.
jitters?
Yeah.
Try to ask me a few questions.
A few questions.
All the questions.
All right.
It's kind of like when like
3, 2, 1.
What's up?
Yeah, dude, we're live to the world. We're a little bit late, okay? Because Stanley's from Louisiana and they read maps upside down. And so I don't know how the hell that happened. Something about when we bought it from the French, they did some thing with you guys.
That's actually history lesson.
Yeah, you didn't know it was gonna be history today, did you?
Yeah, I took a test this morning for my captain's license. Now I'm gonna be a teacher, and one of the questions was an old history question. And I was like, all right, this has nothing to do with what I'm going for, but it was like history, and I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me, like, come on, man, like. Yeah. But it was all cool. I missed 25 questions. I missed one question, but I still passed. So now I'm gonna be a certified Coast Guard teacher for captains to people that want to get captain's license and all. That's actually what I do full time. Yeah. I'm a boat captain. But besides me being a boat captain, I came up with the brand Sevin, clothing brand Sevin, all about going out 7 days in a week. Every single day you go out for your passion of living that dream.
Yeah, I like it, man.
And
it plays on your last name. Come on, tell everybody. Yeah. Let's get it.
All right. So my last name, since everybody knows I'm from Louisiana. Yeah. If you can't tell by my very strong accent. So I'm from Louisiana, and like the crazy thing about it is my last name is actually Sevin. Yeah. Sevin, and it's French. Well, to teach everyone in the world to pronounce my last name correctly is kind of hard in the French terms. Yeah. So in English, Sevin.
Exactly.
So, and on top of it, I started the brand, and the slogan "Live the Dream." Yeah. It was all from my grandmother. She always went out, told me to go in and live the dream.
That's the way to do it.
So that's it. It just everything flows together. Then she had passed away from cancer, and everybody could relate to somebody or dealing with cancer. And I want to give back. So what really motivated me for that was going out, living my dream, making my clothing brand, and giving back 7% of my sales through anything, wholesale, retail, website, everything that we sell, we give immediately 7% back. That's before paying taxes. That's everything. That percentage, we give 7% back. And like when we go to events, we'll do like more or less like fundraisers type deal, where we try and raise a little more extra cash for giving back. So it all goes together.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah, it flows.
And then Alex, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And then we just so people off camera, we got Roy over there.
Yeah.
So he's gonna try to stay off camera because he forgot his makeup, and he was against that. So okay, we're gonna get into some of the brand stuff.
That's cool,
right? But when I invited you on, you're talking, I'll bring my boys, and sponsor some people, truck shows. I'm like, what the mother shit is a truck show? Like I was like truck show. I'm like fucking monster truck shit. Like I didn't know. Like I honestly didn't know.
It's true. Like ask Alex. It's actually a sport.
Yep. Hobby.
It's a hobby. You know, kind of how let's do it like break it down like this. All right, you could probably relate to it.
It's fitness model and bodybuilding for trucks, dude. You could put it just like that.
On steroids.
I got it. Yeah. See the high end I heard it, so I've got to research it. That's I gotta place it. I can't goof around.
You know,
it,
just last month, the beginning of October last month, there was the world's biggest truck and car show, SEMA,
Yeah.
happens once a year, and each year it grows more and more. And I was never, me personally, I went to local shows and all, but I never went to an actual show where me and Alex, the first time I went to that show called Scraping the Coast
in Mississippi.
Okay.
Scraping the Coast in Biloxi, Mississippi. And like, this was the first time me and Alex met. What, 2
years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. And like, that event, the type of hobby that is, it's you get a truck, you invest your time, you invest your sweat, you invest your money, definitely.
Yeah.
And you just build. And some people build to just show it off. Then some people build to actually go out, like a lifted truck, go out and play in the mud, do other things.
Well, I would assume both for that, right? So it's either just show or it's show and mudding.
Or it's just muddy.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
guys will do that, and it's no,
It's just muddy.
just playing.
Just let's go out and
Have fun.
Yeah. Then they have some that's out there. Just to clarify, they have some that build it, don't go to shows, and they only build it for a term that a lot of people know as Instagram famous. Build it just.
So it is the damn fitness industry on the truck world.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So they literally, it's like they're doing a little TNA with their truck.
Yep.
Truck TNA.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. No, I mean, it works. I'm just saying.
It works.
It works.
It's awesome.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's a different world. It's a different
environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
sure.
like the cool thing about it is, there's no. I've been going to shows for 2 years. The only big show that I haven't went to was SEMA. But all the shows that I went to, I haven't seen no actual violence where like some sports people fight and stuff. It tends to happen, but I've been going to shows 2 years now, and no.
Well, I figured the mixture with that would be a good amount of alcohol with a door ding. Right? I think that would be the formula for that. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a good atmosphere. Now, one thing I don't know how Alex feels. Alex has a newborn.
Yeah.
6 months.
6
months. Congratulations.
6 months yesterday.
And he looks well rested, so something's going on. I don't know, like, this is like,
Give it time.
Yeah, I was like,
Give it
come
time,
on now.
Give it time. But and just to let everybody know, I have everywhere as I go with the business, everything I do, I'm a single father, so I always have my child with me. And
hey, gotta give you credits though to be able to take care of a child,
do
and
all
go to
this
shows, clothing brand. I gotta give you props for that.
Thank you, but what I was about to say was with the show was Alex has a newborn. These shows and all, I don't know how Alex feels and how everybody else, but I would like to see like the kids start being more involved. in that industry.
Yeah, that's just up to the parents.
Yeah,
it's totally up to the parents.
Yeah,
that's
and
how I was into it. My dad, when we lived in Houston, he had to lift the truck. I always liked it. When I was a little kid, I was like, I'm gonna grow up, make my own truck, and here I am. I love it.
I mean, they got it, and that's all this. I mean, I hate to say it's an easy fix. It's a relatively easy fix because it's not an industry that's going to draw a lot of hate.
Yeah, it keeps you away, keeps your mind busy.
You're being creative. You're doing something. There's a little bit of engineering. There's a little bit of free thinking. There's a little bit of art. There's a little bit. So I mean, it would be easy because it's like with my boys. I mean, obviously being prior service, we've got the gun life.
Yeah.
And pew pew all day long. You know what I'm saying? But so that industry carries a lot of hate. Now both of them understand those things, and it's great. But if you have a 5-year-old learning how to disassemble and reassemble and clean firearms, people kind of turn an eye to you.
Yeah.
But if you've got a 5-year-old that's building model trucks and helping you put in some LED lights and do these things and pick colors and that's It's bonding time.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a real big bonding time. And my whole thing with the industry is I didn't really know what I was getting into. I still really don't know.
It's only been 2 years, right?
2 years.
So you're an infant in this, I would assume, right?
Yeah. Well, I would say I'm an infant within the clothing industry. My marketing, everything, how I market with the truck community, I have loyal people like Alex, Roy. I have real loyal people. And one thing that I was always strived as a child, when you get a good backing and support, you could go further.
Yeah.
Well, when I started the brand, we went to an event, and literally I pretty much had one shirt with one type of design. One shirt, one type of design. And now we grew more and more. We come out with more different designs and everything. But the whole aspect of it is the brand, what the brand gives back to the community.
Yeah.
You know,
obviously, yeah.
I'm trying not just to be a regular mom and pops, no offense, but not just a regular, hey, I got shirts, come buy some shirts so I can make some money.
Yeah.
When it's purpose.
When I have a full-time job.
Yeah.
That I work, I'm away 75% of my life from my family. Yes, I make in the high six-figure ranges. Yeah. Do I need to sell these shirts? Do I need to do this? No, this is like a passion, just how him building trucks, his truck is a passion. Yeah. Me doing this is a passion.
Well, on the clothing side of things, I'm hyper familiar with that because of the fitness industry. As you know, there's 1,000 brands come in and go every day.
What's the big
Gymshark's one of the big ones right now.
Gymshark, yeah.
Right now. Yeah. Wait a week, and Alpha will take over them, and then you got it's a mess, And we've got I've got personal friends. I mean, Flex Till You're Famous. They sell 20, 30,000 units every drop, and they have a couple drops a month, and so it's this stuff. And what we talked on the phone a little bit, which I think is important for people listening. There's a significant difference between a brand and merchandising. I do merchandising to support the show, right? I use the print on demand places. I won't plug the company. There's a bunch of them out there. You can Google it. But I use a print on demand. I throw the design up. People want to buy it. Great. I make $5 to $10 a unit. We're good to go. I don't have to screw with inventory. I don't have to deal with fabric people. I don't have to all that bullshit. I don't have to deal with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't. That's merchandise. That's for a purpose to support a show, which really has nothing to do with it. You have a brand. So you did, like we talked about, kind of like what my buddy in New York had done, is you are making shirts. You are picking material. Can I see that cap? This is the perfect point right here. Like this, you don't see this. You don't see this around. And people, it's hard for them to tell. But this is like, is it cork?
Yeah, it's cork. We came out with that one when we started in the fishing industry.
Yeah.
Because it rather...
Which makes perfect sense.
Two together.
But you got the import, you got the stuff. I mean, it's unique. Does that make sense? So it's just, it's branded, it's unique, it's something. Thank you. Look, you're going to get on that camera. That's why I did it short like that. No, I'm kidding. But and I just want people to, that's my quick plug, is that there's a significant difference between the two. That there is a quality difference. What someone is going to buy from you is going to be an immeasurable quality higher than what you're going to get from my merchandising store.
Right.
Because there's a purpose for that and there's reasons. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Educate people a little bit that are listening.
That's absolutely true. I started out at Walmart t-shirt, and my first thing was actual permanent markers.
No, you didn't.
Drew on a t-shirt.
That's kind of badass.
And like,
heard of that.
Yeah,
that was the first idea of actual selling merchandise.
Yeah.
And it all started because the whole reason it started me wanting to do something like that was because I always had a creative mind of drawing stuff, seeing stuff a little different from everybody else. I guess that's what Yeah, and that's dyslexic because I can't read and write that well. But I see stuff different. So, like, because I have glasses, I guess, you know, I have 24/7 beer eye goggles.
Hey.
So, like, any girl I see, you know.
Oh, like, you know, I had to go there at some point, right? Is this, you're like, oh. So I'm gonna jump into the truck, the truck show biz a little bit. Okay, so I'm a little upset my boys weren't here when y'all got here because I know they wanted to see your trucks, but you know, maybe later. When I see that, or because it's cool, they look cool. Now some of them I look at, I'm like, I don't like that, but it's not a matter of they don't look good. It's just a matter of taste and things like that. Does it make sense? So I see it looks cool. I always worry about. This is me, okay? Because I come from the other side of things. I'm like, how often do you have to tinker with it from a operational standpoint, not from an artistic standpoint, but like, how long is your truck down? Do you have to have another car because you have in your truck road like? And these are things I know because I've got questions from people already too. So stuff like that. Then there's stuff like, okay, what is street legal? You got all kind. I'm like, I don't like. Is there regular? Like, is there somewhere you go and you can read what's legal for street? Like, are there height restrictions other than it just doesn't fit under the overpass? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know there's width restrictions. I know that just because I see that stuff all the time. People putting those weird spokes on their cars.
The most strict law I've know of here in Houston or in Texas is about blue and red lights. You cannot have red lights, no blue lights. I always used to ride around with red because the theme of my truck is red and black.
Yeah.
I get tickets every time I would drive. They finally told me the only color you can have is white, and that's why I pulled up to your house and you can see it's all white.
And that doesn't go like because you have the LED accents and things like that. Doesn't necessarily go towards that. It's actual beam lights.
Yeah, well, like some lights in my truck I can change color.
Yeah,
but I just ride with white just to avoid tickets.
Why mess with it?
Yeah, just waste time.
Yeah. And then switching lights, is that like just switching gels, or you actually like? I know the world of production, so it's like if I want that to be a different color, I just change it. That determines we just change the gel. It's a different color, so it's not actual lights. You actually have to change the light.
No. It's RGB. It's like one bulb with a bunch of LEDs inside.
Yeah, like behind you, like these things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just like this. Okay. With a control, and now a lot of things are Bluetooth with my phone. So you just gotta press a different color and it's on. It's crazy.
Then they got the ones that actually by the beat of the music you play.
Yep, they have that too. Yeah. They switch it to that mode, and it goes with the beat of the music, and you can either have it one color going with the beat, or you can have it color changing, where it can be just going with every beat changing colors. Damn, crazy! Come up with new stuff every day, like you said, with clothing and stuff. Is just like that with the truck industry.
Then, didn't you have when you got that truck? What color was it?
It used to be white.
Wait, was it all white, or was it like white here?
No, when I first got it, it was all white. I wanted to start from the bottom. I found it. I don't remember where I found it, but it was a work truck. Okay. I was like, this is good to start all the way from the bottom.
Like a fleet truck?
Yeah,
fleet truck?
Yeah.
Just a standard?
Just stock. Everything was normal. Beat up, all white. The bed was so beat up, I decided to get a new bed. The bed was brown.
So then,
my high school truck, I used to have, it was called Blackhawk too. That's the name I've always used. I switched everything from that truck to this truck I have now. So it was black, brown, and white.
Oh, damn.
And then I took it to the shop. I started it because I wanted to get a Camaro, a Super Sport. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to paint it black, sell it, go get a Camaro. Started it, got it black to look really good. Started an Instagram page for it. I just started getting followers. So I was like, okay, I might just keep it, start building it slowly. Yeah. And it just blew up on Instagram. I started when I graduated in high school, 2015. And it just went on from there. I just started doing stuff little by little. Went to Lone Star Throwdown in Conroe. It was my first show. I think it was in 2016. And that's where I just met Horn Blasters, one of my sponsors. They saw my truck, told me to email them. And then from there, I just became something I loved. And I just like doing it nonstop.
Well, see, and I was gonna harass Ron over there because if he talks loud enough, we can hear him. Mm-hmm. But then when he got here, because he was the first one here, he basically just said he's on your coattails. So whatever I ask him is just going to be 6 months behind whatever you tell me.
Yeah,
I have a feeling. Is that about right?
So whenever you do, like, say you redo your lift, what's your other vehicle you driving?
I always, like, when I got this truck, a Hemi, I never planned on fixing it up how it is now. I just wanted, like I said, since I was small, I've like lifted trucks. It just got to the point it was, and but I've always wanted a Cummins. That's the truck of my dreams. People tell me to sell this truck, but I have put so much money into it. I feel like I'm not gonna get the money I have put in it and all the effort, sweat, long nights with my buddies. So I think I'm just gonna keep it, and then maybe in the future get a Cummins and fix that up. This future truck for sure gonna be nice.
So do you need a second ride?
No, I drive that everywhere. It has a lot of miles. I drive it everywhere, so you don't need one. I like.
So when you do things like you add the lift and you do that stuff, is it kind of like it's a day project or a day and a half project, or is it like that type of a deal, or is it?
Some people like there's another gentleman that we sponsor. He goes by Weekend Warrior, and he just sent his truck to California. And why he sent his truck, I was gonna give him a loaner. To borrow my vehicle, but he didn't. But yeah, a good bit of the people that's out there, they do go ahead and have a backup, just a daily beer.
Yeah.
Just something. I know they got another gentleman we sponsored, Andy. He has same height lift as Blackhawk, Alex, and he drives I want to say a 1991 like 4-door like Honda Civic, just be up.
So
and
that's his backup. Yeah.
And like he could walk out of there, he could walk out his be up and like walk into like pretty much a $80,000 lifted custom. I wouldn't even say 80, no telling, because just the truck is. Buy a basic truck is brand new, is almost pretty much
depending on what you get, 30 to 60 or more, depending on what you get. I mean, it's just there's no cap.
But it's funny seeing some of these guys. I know just seeing them like go from like their daily driver to like boom. It's kind of like it's
kind of fun, but it makes sense because you're putting so much time and money into it. You're not gonna have. I mean, unless you're crazy rich, you're not gonna have two
then nice. They got something that's just crazy rich, and it's just like it doesn't make you sick because I'm proud of them. Their mom or their dad helped them out. Their mom and dad worked for that. My child, if I have $1 million, she's got $1 million.
Exactly.
Let's do whatever she wants. So
walk me through a truck show, right? Is it I mean, is it individually judged? Are there panels? Are there requirements or divisions? What is that?
They separate it in sections. They'll have like best 4x4. They'll have like foreign. They'll have just all kinds of stuff. Diesel, gas. They'll put you in sections, and then like me, I'll be in the lifted 4x4. And then when you go into a show, either you have to leave your truck, just depends the show. You will leave your vehicle there, and overnight, the judges will walk around judging with a paper. They'll have like lift. They'll have 1 through 10, and let's say the lift is really nice, they'll put a 10. If it lives all right, they'll put a 2, 1.
What makes a lift better than another?
The brand, if it's powder coated a color, or if it's the stock color, and just all details.
And maybe is the like this height doesn't look good on this body or frame. Is it? So it's an aesthetic deal, which is
they look at everything.
It's the damn fitness industry in trucks. It's subjective,
on steroids,
crazy. Seriously. I mean, it costs a little more for a truck than a bikini, right? But sometimes you'd be shocked, man. You'd be shocked what some of these girls are spending on some of that stuff. Holy cow! They bedazzled this and diamonds and shit all the way. Anyway, that's it. No, but I'm curious. Is it is there a straight standard? Is that stuff and
no stock vehicles. They all have to be customized.
Well, if somebody went there with a stock vehicle,
Hey, I've seen.
Are you serious?
Some shows they have on their flyer no stock vehicles, and some don't. So sometimes you see stock vehicles parked because they don't say no stock vehicles. So sometimes you see them.
Now, one thing.
One
thing I got something to put in with the stock vehicle. If new stock can't, I believe they shouldn't be able to enter.
Yeah.
Now, if there's a kid, or not even a kid, if there's someone out there that they put their hard time in getting a vehicle that could be an old classic that's bone stock, and they did a little work to it, and they want to be showcased at an event just to be showcased, I'll reach out to them and be like, hey man, I'll get you at our booth. He might not have the nicest truck or the nicest car out there, but it's his dream just to be there. So I agree with the new stuff that they shouldn't, kind of a little bit common sense, but at the same time, you
gotta let him live the dream.
Yeah.
Well, the older ones though, I mean, they've got classic shows.
Mm-hmm.
I got a buddy of mine lives in Iowa, big old 300+ pound police officer up there. I'll show you his things. Big old funny teddy bear dude. But he does the classic cars, right? So he does all these pictures and all stuff, and then they have the old, and they do things to them, but it's basically it's stock with modern modifications to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No crazy lifts necessarily. Some of them do, but it's showing off the classic cars. So I was like, I'm with you. I'm like, if you're not doing something fancy, then there's another place for it.
Yeah, exactly. And you get to choose if you want it judged or not judged. If you think you have a chance of an award, you tell them, judge my vehicle, and they'll judge it.
Okay, so why would you go if it wasn't going to be judged? Just showing it off?
Yeah, basically.
I got a bigger nutsack than you, and then it was
just flexing. Just flexing. Like, check me out. But yeah.
Right. So then that would be the ultimate thing, is to go and have the truck that is the best by 20%, whatever, and don't have it judged.
Yep.
Like that's got to be like the ultimate, right? I would imagine. Where everybody that's there, even the winners, like, crap, I know I didn't win. He just didn't have his shit judged.
Yeah.
Like that would be, I would assume that would be the ultimate pride feeling.
Now, I think that the events, everything is sorry y'all, I have my little one, like I said again. No, but what I was saying is these events with the people judging, everything like that, I would like to see, I would want to challenge a event. I would like to make an event, get with somebody to make a true actual event, just to raise money and see how many trucks would come out. And all these events, they tend to raise money, and they're making money, but at the same time, these trucks, they're giving plaques. I believe this event, just like bodybuilder, you go up in level, you start getting money back, right?
You would think so.
You would think so?
Yeah.
Oh, so I just got like...
Well, I don't know, because this is me. So my wife and I used to do promotions on the fitness side of things, right?
Right.
So if you put a big show on, it just to get the paperwork signed and to have the venue, all that stuff's going to be $20,000, $30,000, $40,000.
Right.
Then you got to do, well, we need lights, you got to have security in parking lots, all say you got to pay Ticketmaster some percentage because they run everything through the venues and all this other type of deal. So a big show at a relatively base value is going to be $30,000 to $50,000.
Right.
So I don't know what, like on the truck side, what are their entry fees? What is this? So are they actually making a lot of money?
Yeah.
Or are they, and I don't know. I have no idea. Because like concessions, we wouldn't make shit on concessions because it's got to go through the people.
Yeah.
Right. No, not just the event people. These room companies, these people with lifts, people like me, clothing company.
Yeah.
Why we go to these events. A lot of us, we go to sell our merchandise.
Yeah.
How about we go there? We go there and showcase our merchandise, just like these guys are showcasing their trucks and I'll showcase it, but we put money up for prizes for, a certain percentage we put up to go just for awards. Give these guys, they're spending a lot of money and
to get there.
I wouldn't mind putting up, $1,000 for first place for this category,
Can you do that? So could you contact the promoter of the event and say, hey, I want to sponsor $1,000 to the winner. I'm going to give a $1,000 check.
Yeah.
And I want that to be presented to the winner of this thing or this category.
Best in show, because they have best in show.
Like, could you do a direct sponsorship that way?
Well, you can. I did something real similar to that, but this is all business. This is all business aspect.
Yeah.
It's a little. I find one thing within the truck show industry is a lot of somewhat favoritism.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They show favoritism to certain ones,
that's
in the industry. That's really in the industry. But my background came from dirt bike racing, from racing dirt bikes. I did that from 4 years old to when I turned 25. Yes, I'm old. I look young, girls.
Yeah.
All right. But what I was saying is, like, when we would go race, we would get, our sponsors, people, they would donate cash money for the prizes. And it really turned out a bigger crowd.
Yeah.
And spectator wise, these events you go to, it's kind of it's not really, they don't draw that many spectators.
Yeah. I mean, people are drawn to prize money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you have two events next to each other and they're the exact same and they're identical, and you say the winner of this event gets $100,000 and the winner of this event it's just undisclosed, nobody knows. More people will buy tickets to go to the one that somebody's winning $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how people work, man.
Now, like, back to Alex with his truck. I remember when we first met, I told him, I said, hey man, I'll sponsor you. I'll get you some gear, get you some stickers, and this is just how long you been. You still got the sticker on the front? I didn't even look.
Yep, I do. We put it on at the show in
at
front
the
of
show.
everybody.
So, talk about product research.
Yeah.
How that sticker's still fresh?
Still on there.
Still on there. And it's on the windshield, so you know you got the
Everybody
windshield
sees
wiper.
it, yep.
But with his truck, like in the truck show industry, his truck is Blackhawk.
Yeah.
Like, that's Blackhawk. Each truck has a name.
Mm-hmm. A unique name.
And people will refer to Alex
as Blackhawk.
Yeah.
They won't even know his name, Alex. like they won't.
Yeah.
It's like, well, who's Alex? Like,
Like,
I went to a show and I was like, yeah, man, Alex. I just talked to him. Who's Alex? Like, what? Like, who's Alex?
You have to describe the truck and say the name, and they'll be like, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
It's fun. It's a different industry, but what you just changed out your front bump?
No, I just changed my wheels and tires.
Wheels and tires.
Yep,
That's what it was.
Wider and bigger.
So there he went from what curling like say 35s. Now he's at those 40s. Yeah.
If you talk to him, you think we're from 35s to the 100s, like just straight up hundos. Bam.
Yeah.
I'm a curler. That's what you right.
It's funny.
So what is there in this? Is there an end game? So I'm relating a lot of this to bodybuilding because it makes perfect sense. It all of it. Just one is physically built and the other one is also physically built, but just with your body. It's different, right? But very similar in nature. Is there an end game? Because I know, like in bodybuilding, you're like, okay, I'm working out. You get a few years into it, 5, 6, 7 years into it, and you're like, okay, I can pretty much guess this is it. This is my deal. Age. That's what I'm going for. Be it age, size, a winning, whatever that is. Like you can pretty much guess it. Is that with a truck? So like you have your truck, you're like, okay, well, this is about the best in my artistic view that I can make this truck, and then I'm gonna have to move on to another vehicle or another medium.
Kind of gotta keep up with the fashion, you know. You just gotta, I don't know. You just like my truck has been the same for maybe 2 years. Okay. I had a different front bumper, changed that, and like he said, I just got different tires and wheels. I have a custom roll cage. I want to take it, remove it, and put a camper with some racks on top because you just gotta keep up with the fashion. Fresh basically. Yeah, new stuff comes out, and that's what you see. Like he was saying at SEMA, SEMA is basically for big industry companies. Their new products, that's where they display them. So every truck you see there, it has their new product that they just came out and they're showcasing it at SEMA. It's just an ongoing thing. New things every day.
See, that's
at truck shows you see old people with lifted trucks, classic cars, and that's just how I want to be.
I mean, if I ever get crazy play money, this is I'm gonna try to give you the quick 30 to 60 second truck that I would do, right? So you know all the rally trucks, not the car rally, but the truck rally with the dunes and the whole thing like this. I want one like that, and every logo to be raised and LED lit, backlit.
Yeah.
And when you get inside, it's like you're in the highest end Mercedes, the highest end BMW, whatever inside. Soundproof, the whole thing. You sit in it and you think you're in a different vehicle.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Nice.
Now that would probably lose the shit out of every show in the world, but it would be a good talking piece.
As long as you like it, I
want it to look obnoxious as shit from the outside. And you get in and you're like, I don't even know where I am. I think we're flying to the moon.
So pretty much you would want a Rolls Royce, but exterior you want 100 Baja.
You got it.
Like
just obnoxious.
I totally understand.
I want obnoxious on the outside.
Everybody comes with their own ideas.
People see it and they're like, what the is this dude doing?
Hey, but it's different.
And you get inside. Yeah, it's Bentley, it's Rolls Royce,
hit
it's
the button,
whatever.
Kick back, relax. TVs
come out
I got
and
nothing. I'm deafening people. with my pipes. They're just and I'm inside like I didn't even hear it. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm good in here. Put a little classical music on, just like a 2 decibel, real quiet, soft, because I can hear it. See, that's
soundproof.
That's my deal. Yeah.
So I would love something like that. So like, you know. My ex calls me up. I just leave the phone outside and just get.
What I'm saying, right? You don't know the crinkly paper trick yet, do you? You take one of those little candy wrappers. Sorry, I can't. I don't even know. It's bad. I'm out. Hang up. No, you know.
That's a good one. I never thought of that one.
I'm just telling you, it works.
I've seen it in a movie. It does work.
Now if my wife is watching, I'm in trouble, but whatever. You know.
Yeah.
Give it 6 months, she'll forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Let her forget. But then with Alex again, with his truck, what event you would recommend like anybody to go to and why? Like why?
Other than SEMA?
Yeah, other than
SEMA. So I'm gonna interrupt real quick. So SEMA is both an industry showcase and a judge truck show. Is it all of that in one deal?
I can't answer that 100% because I never been.
Yeah.
And I'm still a baby at this for the industry, but I believe that there is judging that goes on. Okay. There is judging. Judged.
So it would be like in the fitness industry, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic or the Mr. Olympia, to where there's this huge expo, and then there's also the judged events.
Yes, exactly.
And that's kind of okay.
Still judging.
Okay.
But so I would recommend Daytona Truck Meet in Florida. It's huge. Lone Star Throwdown in Conroe, not too far from here.
Yeah.
Really big show. A lot of people from out of state come. Those are really the 2 big ones, and then Scraping the Coast. where we met.
Yeah.
That one's pretty big
And that's
too.
Biloxi, right?
Biloxi,
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Biloxi.
Yes, those are the 3 ones that I think I would recommend. The biggest ones. Always full, always a good time. Everybody goes for the same purpose.
Yeah.
So everybody just goes for a fun time.
So I listened to you two talking on the couch out there
Mhm.
before we started this, and then the lingo, right? I'm like, I mean, if I had a glossary, it wouldn't help. If I had a dictionary, it wouldn't have helped. The thesaurus is useless in that situation. Like, if somebody's interested in these things, how do they break into it? Because I'm not intimidated by it, but it's one of those things like, I don't want to learn all this new. Like, what does all this mean? Like, what does this mean? Like, if I sat down right here and I explained to you all the aspects of one of the helos that we flew, or I took one of the most complicated firearms and I was just talking about all the parts, you're gonna be like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. And I'm like, it's this. You know, it's right here. What do you mean I'm talking? It's this. You can see it and touch it. Shit.
Yeah.
So how do people kind of? Is there a way to easily transition people into this that are interested? Or is it you just dive in and hope for the best?
When I started, I had no clue. I mean, I obviously already knew about lifted trucks a little bit, but I didn't really know about each things like lift kit, like what some things were named.
Yeah.
So just some of my buddies, I would ask them, hey man, I need some help with this, and they would help me. Like on my Instagram, I get a lot of people that always ask me questions. I'm the type of person that just because I have a lot of followers or badass truck, I'm too good for you. No, we're all the same.
Yeah.
So I try to reply to everybody, and that's what people always tell me. I like that you always reply to people. I know you're busy. I always try to find to reply to people. I always get questions. Hey man, what kind of lift should I get? What lift kit do you recommend? What train horns? Stuff like that. And I always usually just answer them.
Yeah.
But when I started, I had no clue. I would ask people and they would just leave me on red. So I kind of was like a 95% myself, dove into something I didn't know, and the other 5% I would get a little bit of help from friends.
Yeah.
But it was just like you just walk into somewhere.
Did you
you've never been.
as you were building your Instagram page and the followers would come along, were you kind of half documenting some of this?
What do you mean?
Like, so it was like, oh hey, I kind of don't really know what I'm doing. Here's my first lift kit. This is what it is. This is kind of how I do it, and show the process. Like, is that still deep in your Instagram page, or is
Yeah. I have thousands of pictures. Every time I do something, I'll post pictures.
Yeah.
And let's say I have a sponsor, they send me something, I'll take a picture of it and sometimes take a video as it's being installed in the truck. And I just try to document everything so people could just see how good the product is and how it's done and stuff like that.
So that's a leading question for people that are watching or listening later. Is the reason I ask that is it's something that I do. If I find somebody that is doing something I'm interested in, right? I don't know, making knives out of weird materials, whatever. Right. I'll go to their page and I don't even look at anything in the first. I just keep scrolling until I'm on the very end.
You would see.
And I want to see what happened when they started. I want to see what their first step is. I want to see what their 1,000th step is.
Yeah.
So that's always, and anytime I talk to him, I'm like, document, don't create. Like, document your story. Don't just throw the final product.
Exactly.
That's why I asked that. Yeah. So it's like if people go to your page,
they get an idea where to start,
scroll down and
do it.
Kind of see what's going on with it. And,
exactly.
you know, go buy a shirt at Walmart and get some Sharpies.
Some markers. Get creative.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Well, back to that note, since I'm a newbie in the industry and I got contact with a new guy. I didn't even get to tell everybody here because I was running a little late. That map, you know, I don't know.
Upside down map.
Upside down map.
Well, upside down map, and you're dyslexic.
And I'm dyslexic, dude.
It's over.
Where am I going?
I seen 16. I was literally going in circles. But no, for new people that's out there that would like to know, you know, what type of lift he has on his truck, stuff like that. There is a website that just been released that is still getting some twerks. I have no promo with this, but it's called offroad.net.
Okay.
And what the understanding that I know is pretty much like Facebook, like Instagram, you make your profile, put your truck out there, and you could put all the parts and everything you have and write little bios of, you know, when you install this, keep an eye for this or this, you know, pretty much just like a DIY project, DIY, but not with videos and all.
Yeah.
Like for YouTube, it's just all typed up, and it's pretty good. I like it. I became the member. I went check some stuff out because I'm like you. I want a rally truck. That's what I want. Man. I'm getting that interior smooth.
Oh,
soundproof.
I'm telling you, bro, I mean, you know, I like.
Man,
maybe you like the truck to go boom when you're going down the road, right? Mm-hmm. But think if you were in there and you didn't even hear it, and you're killing it. Ladies on the phone in the car next to you, shouldn't be on the phone anyway. Boom! Hey,
Yes,
and then but you're on your phone like what's up? Because it's not bugging you.
Did you hear that?
It's my own little personal joys in life.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sick. That would be pretty good. But no, like for Alex, you know, I know he gets a ton of messages on Instagram. And like for me, I get tons of messages on this right here. Can you sponsor me?
I was about to say that.
Can you sponsor me? And you know what my answer is? Go on the website
and apply.
Yeah. And pretty much I try and get to every single one and sponsor every single one. But the biggest thing is, hey, I'm building this truck. I want some rims. I'm sorry to inform you, but I will give you a shirt because I am a clothing company.
Yeah.
I'm not a rim sponsor.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things, since I'm really, I would like to classify my brand as one of the first actual clothing brand within the industry. There is other people that is making shirts, and I'm not knocking any of them. They're made a brand for themselves, but that I believe that our brand is the new generation that's coming in this industry, and we're not stopping this one.
Yeah,
we got 7.4 Hunt the Dream. We got 7. I guess this is when this video is going to be live.
Oh, it's live right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
so,
it's
all right. Well, at midnight
we
have a new brand that's come, a new division of the line, and it's 7.8.
Okay.
And 7.8, he's actually got one on. It's actually 7.8 is the truck, the Pacific. We actually just come out with it's a Pacific line just for the truck industry.
Okay. Yeah.
And like each one we're gonna have 7 point another number, and we're gonna go in. But it's one of those things with our brand is being in the truck show industry. We started with the truck show industry, and we're gonna continue in the truck show industry. But this coming year, we're only going to one truck show event.
Yeah.
Only one, and it's going to be LST in Conroe, Texas. And we will have merchandise, but we won't even sell it. Yeah. We're going to give merchandise free away. And if you want to purchase merchandise, we're going to have these nice, fancy, high-dollar tablets.
Buy away.
You get your discount while you're there. You ain't got to carry your merchandise.
Yeah.
And we're going to have freebies to give out, hand out. And we want to go to events. Me personally, I've been going to these events working. Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm tired of it. Even though I'm a businessman, I'm just going to let them go out. You could purchase. It's going to be there. We're going to have freebies. We're going to be like, you ever went to a football game?
Oh, yeah.
And pretty much you want to go there to have fun, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, we're going to be the brand now for next year. When we go to this event, we're gonna throw it down. And if we do go to another event, we're going to go to Daytona Beach.
Okay.
Truck show. And if we go to that one, we're going to get one of the Walmart blow-up pools, like one of those big ones. And we're gonna, because each spot you go to, like for him, he has to pay his entry.
Yeah.
And his entry is specifically for that vehicle.
Right.
So like us as a business aspect, we have to pay for a certain area.
Oh yeah.
We can do what we want in that area. So we just gonna pay for a spot if we go. That's if we go, and that's not 100%. It's not written in stone. It's just a thought. If we go, we're gonna get a big old Walmart pool, and we're gonna like fill it up and throw down, and because it's hot, man.
Oh yeah,
it's
very hot.
Very
You know
hot
Daytona
over
weather,
Yeah,
Florida
I know.
weather.
That's what hell yeah.
It's super hot.
That's
there,
awesome.
man.
So this is interesting to me because obviously, again, I'm super familiar with the fitness industry. From a sponsorship standpoint, how do you in this industry determine, does somebody have a value for you to dump a certain amount of merchandise on them?
All right.
Is it followers? Do you watch metrics? Is it the person? Is it just...
This is how I judge. One, if I'm not able to meet the person face to face,
Yeah.
then we got technology.
Yeah.
We got phones, video call, some type of way to see their response. Because when you talk to someone over a phone, you don't see their eye response.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they could be like,
exactly.
so one is going to be on personality.
Okay.
Their personal self. Then two, you say followers. All right. He's got, how many followers you got?
41.4 thousand.
Okay. He's got big numbers.
Yeah.
Roy, that's not here, y'all.
He's got the
like a little
41.
ghost.
He's just missing the K on the back of the 41,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it works. It's all good.
he just started, and like it's the numbers is not. I have one guy that I sponsor that has 4 followers.
Yeah. Okay.
4 followers. So the numbers, the followers, that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does help business wise.
Mm-hmm.
It helps business wise promote, but honestly, this day of age, promotion, I'm gonna throw this out there. No paid advertisement, because this guy got tons of it. Gary V.
Yeah.
Just watch him, and he's gonna explain to you.
Yeah.
Freaking like paid advertisement. You could pay Facebook and Instagram to advertise stuff, and the amount of money that I give Blackhawk versus I could take that money and pay it in advertisement on Facebook and Instagram. I come out better as a business standpoint by paying Facebook and Instagram, but I don't get somebody like him through Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. His loyalty, his commitment. I call him up at 3:00 in the morning and tell him, go start your truck up and do a video for me. He's gonna be like, yeah.
Hey, were you paying attention to that crinkly paper thing I told you? Yeah.
Bye.
But
yeah.
What I was saying is, like, money wise, sponsorship, I probably spend more money on sponsorship than probably business people, they normally do 10%.
Oh, it ranges. It's such a broad range. It's hard to give anything.
But me, I, if I say Alex gets me, say, $100 of sales, say the company makes 50% of it, $50. Give them $50 a product. The company makes. They're not making money. Yeah, they're not losing money. Mm-hmm. He gets. But then the business gets more advertisement. So the business smart wise, I'm not in it for 1, 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm in it
for the long run.
I'm in it to buy Nike.
I mean,
all out.
Like, bam! Lights, camera, yeah. I just, I'm in it to buy Nike. Like, I'm in it to buy Nike. Like, bam! Like, bam! Lights, camera, yeah. I just,
Drop the mic.
Yeah.
Drop. Yeah.
Great. I think this is my speculation in dealing with followers and Instagram and Facebook and things of that nature. Anytime there's a paid ad, you don't really get. They tell you it's focused. They tell you it's direct, and you can pick all these metrics. And I don't trust it. And maybe I'm an idiot for not trusting it, but I would much rather, taking a clothing brand perspective, give 3 people $100 each worth of merchandise. I don't care if they've got 100 followers, 1,000 followers, 1 million followers. It's irrelevant because I want to give it to people that are embedded into the world that I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
So, maybe Ron's got 3 followers. Who cares if he's got 3 followers, right? But if you give it to him and he's wearing it at truck shows and 6 people see it's interesting, you just made more money than spending $200 on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's
because you gave him whatever the cost is, a $4 to $12 cost shirt. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Depending on materials and all the other kind of nonsense. I don't know why people are spending money on ads. I don't get it.
All right.
In this perspective.
It's in this perspective.
Yeah.
If you have a website, and you work the numbers, it's just like the stock market.
Yeah.
People make money using the stock market. If you watch it, work it, same thing with a business and Instagram and running ads. If you watch it, work it, you'll find the system, and you'll see progress. It's you gotta know what you're doing. It's like any other industry. It's an industry. That's why big corporations and people go to school for business marketing only.
Yeah,
because that's their niche. But I agree with you, and that's why I do these sponsorships. I started out with 3 people. Well, no. First show, 2 sponsored trucks I had. Dodge, a white Dodge, and red Toyota Tacoma. Now I got Alex. Then after him, I got Weekend Warrior. Now I got Roy. Now I got this one. Now I got this one. Now I got. I'm not paying no more child support, kids.
You see how he uses the Instagram name Weekend Warrior instead of saying Randy?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because nobody cares about Randy.
Yeah.
They love some Weekend Warrior, but no.
Yeah. No, but the sponsorships is all it all goes. He been out for a little while. I haven't been able to go to events because his baby.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of him. Me as a friend, I got to see hey man, got my girl pregnant. I can't go to shows. I can't go to shows. Where I was at? I was in New York when he told me that. When I found out about it, I was like, as a dad, when you're bored, it's yeah, man, your life's about to change. And it did. I think he finally went through puberty where he
was able to have a kid. I mean, Lord, what is this?
Hey, but sponsorships really do work. I like his shirts everywhere I go. I have 10 shirts. I wear them. I love black. I don't know. You can tell I'm wearing all black. My truck's black. So I wear his shirts all the time. And every time I go out, people comment about my shirt. They'll be like, hey, what is that? And I'll tell them. I'll show them his Instagram. And he gets followers, or I'll post it on Instagram. And I get messages, hey, man, where'd you get that shirt? What is that? And I'll just send them over to him. And it really does work. And
now I'm gonna give you this right now. I think I saved you some headaches because I made the post promoting the show, right?
Yeah.
So people saw the logo. And then instantly with the first few minutes, I got 15 DMs. Oh, is he in the fitness industry? I told them no. Okay, I told them no, you're not in the fitness industry, and you're not going to send them 37 free shirts because they're going to make, yeah.
No, we're not. We're not specifically designed in the fitness industry. We don't have fitness shirts that's on the same level as if we would go into the fitness industry. I just feel like if we would go at this point, we would be an ant, and they would really step on me, and It would hurt. It would hurt. Yes, I wasn't ready. No.
That's why you gotta buy Nike.
Yeah.
For right now, y'all still going in the fitness world. Y'all still go to the other people, but
Nike.
we coming. We coming. You better get ready, boy. I'm about to woo.
Well, but the point is, and we talk about this. There's a lot of people in the fitness industry that are prior military, that love hunting, that love that stuff, and then now you've got the hunting line.
Yep.
Is that relatively new?
The hunting, yes.
Okay, because I look. This is the bad me. I look on Instagram and all these things, and I forget to do one thing. I forget to look at the date. Because sometimes you'll go 8 pictures down on one page, and it was yesterday, and the next one you go 8 images down, and that was a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what that. So it was new. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm safe saying that.
The 4.0, it came out. It's new. Pretty much a test run this year.
Yeah.
Got product made, tested it out, seen where we're gonna improve for next year. It worked. It did work good. We hit the numbers that we wanted to hit. But the next industry that I think we're gonna go into is I can't say. I can't.
Yeah, don't
say
because if you say the wrong thing, you're gonna get blown up, man.
No. It's not that. It's I'm trying to get a contract with someone. Yes, one individual get a contract with. I'm working on it. But the 7 point, like you were saying with the gym and stuff like that, I would like to see about getting into the market, but my main concern with that is I don't want to get stepped on real hard.
Yeah, it can be great. It's a messy industry, and if you're gonna go that route, we'll talk.
Yeah,
when you're ready, we'll talk, and then
all about that.
and I can help position you so that.
Well, I do I can manufacture it.
Yeah,
I can. I got all the equipment. I have everything to manufacture it, but I'm still working a full-time job.
Yeah,
I'm not. I think when I'm ready to pull that trigger, I'm just gonna.
It'll have to be it.
Yeah, I'm just, gonna go all in. Like, don't work. I mean, work, do the business.
That's your
but
work.
Like,
yeah.
my actual job, I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna go all in with the business, and when I do that, it's Nike just better watch out. like
Nike's coming.
Unless you're opening sweatshops in China, I might have trouble with Nike. I don't know what that.
Nah. Like my biggest thing, how the United States been growing. Like I feel like I want to make shops local and like just give people work back. Yeah. Like one thing I want to do is give. Like I give so much to Relay for Life, and off the topic kind of with the Hunt the Dream 7.4, and you're into guns and everything, and I just see that other companies are doing it, getting variants to come and work, and I think that's awesome, and I would like to keep up with that trend and do that. That would be something cool, but at the same time, I'm not at that level yet. I will be there.
Yeah, in due time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I figured tomorrow.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You say midnight a second ago.
I'm coming. And I'm not. I put
just
in.
Get ready.
Yeah, just be right. I put in a day's time. I woke up 3:00 this morning and woke up 3:00, did all my online stuff while my little girl was sleeping. Woke up, got her to school. I went to school, took some tests, did my tests, left there, picked her up out of school. Yes, I checked her out of school. She wasn't finished with school. But it's all cool. It's all cool.
We had a little podcast to do. It's all good.
Yeah, she's very educated. But back to it, we drove all the way over here, and once I'm done here, we're going to go hang out, do our thing. And before I go to sleep, I will open my laptop and get at least an hour in work.
Yeah. Oy, that's the light. You got to do it.
25/8 work.
You got to do it. People don't understand that you have to put the time in.
Yeah. And
that's
like,
important.
I think what's funny is like people's like, oh man, you know, you it's easy. They got this other. Oh, real quick, how many haters do you have with your truck? And
Man, there's always gonna be haters, but as long as you like what you're doing,
Yeah.
do what you gotta do. If you like, just go with how you
What's
like
truck
the
hate?
style.
What's hate in the truck world? What's truck hate, man? Like, oh, that's a millimeter too tall. You
The
cheated.
number one hate I get on my truck is it should have been a Cummins.
Maybe that's because they know what you want. They're like,
Yeah, the number one. Oh man, it's trash because it's not a Cummins. It gets me everywhere I need to go. You know,
Yeah.
four-wheel drive Cummins. I'll go mudding and
Yeah.
same thing as a Cummins. What? It's just rolling coal. You know, it's just most people that have Cummins, they don't even use it for the purpose. You know, they just that's the number one. Just having the name.
That's funny.
Nah, but in my industry, I mean, right off the back, when people started seeing like, oh, he's doing something, like people started rocking my stickers and getting shirts and this, immediately with a light switch, boom, there was somebody hating.
Yeah.
And like, they literally now, they are like trying to step their game up. But at first, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was like, oh no, that's
Hurts.
It kind of hurts. Then you know, I went to sleep. I woke up, and literally, I remember I woke up, and somebody texted me about somebody hating on me, and my response was, "Do you have anything to say? If you're gonna keep talking and telling me stuff like that, we don't need to talk."
Yeah.
And it was my first cousin.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, you know.
It was, and like now he like now he's supportive, and my other cousin doesn't support me anymore. And starting anything in the truck industry, you just, man, the hate.
Yeah.
They don't want you to be successful in life.
Yeah, and that's any industry, man.
I'm just like, I'm honestly, I don't want to curse on here, but because
I do it all the time, but
but I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm done. It's like an ex-wife. Like, I'm done. Have the house. I'm taking the car and the truck. What?
Is she gonna go for that truck? See, watch out.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Actually, in my divorce, I got the kid, I got the car, I got the truck, I got the house, I got everything in mine. Yeah, it was pretty good. Thank you, Snapchat. Big shout out. Inside joke, real inside. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you shared a little bit with me on the phone. Man. I was like, oh man, my wife had a long discussion on social media on here earlier in the week. One of our podcasts earlier in the week. Social media and how it's getting people in trouble and all.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Ooh, it's a dirty place.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty place.
But it can be good too.
Oh no, it can be great. It can be great, but Snapchat, I don't see Snapchat's. Anyway, Snapchat ultimately had one purpose, and it was just Tinder without the T.
Yeah,
I think that was really the right.
Yeah.
Why the hell else did that thing exist?
Yeah.
I did, and this was we had our gym, a couple years ago, and I was like, all right, it's our boy Gary V.
Yeah.
Be on every platform, birdie, what a fucking dumb shit. I'm like, fucking Snapchat, get there, try to do this shit. I'm like, I gave it a week and a half. I dove into it. I was like looking at the regional filters you can buy and all this kind of stuff, which is kind of some cool things.
Yeah.
It's great. At the end of it, I'm like, this is bullshit. This app is total nonsense unless you are already an established big name, big brand. Like if you're coming into it, so like you're 45,000, right, on Instagram. If you went into it, that would almost guarantee you 4,000 followers on the Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they're all on Instagram.
Yeah.
So why don't we,
the same thing.
It's All right.
replicating your work, man.
All right. I'm older than Alex by a good bit. My generation is numbers and just by looking at numbers. My generation is still Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
we're Facebookers. And the next generation underneath is Instagrammers.
Yeah.
Now, the teenagers, oh, you Snapchatting all day. What's up?
All
What's up?
day
Yeah.
long, all day long.
And that's
Yeah.
that's from my point of view. That's how I see it.
And this is one of the things with and I know Snapchat's dying, so it's basically gone. I mean, it's users are dropping out like flies and all this kind of stuff. But how do you even break into that teenage market, which is a huge market share? Because on a app like Snapchat, you can't really promote yourself like that. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations you're just like, well, why am I just going to spin my wheels doing this stuff with everybody that's already on every other platform?
Yeah, exactly.
When you can't, there wasn't a tool to break into getting the teenagers and things. So I'm like, well, that's silly. And then a good group of the teenagers that I know now, they're not on any social media platform. They've got their own groups, their own, group me's and iMessages and all that. They build all their own little groups, which is still a social media platform, but they control everything.
And that's one thing that I could see, certain people, like the generations is pretty unique in technology world, where back in the day when we went to school, we always had little school groups.
Yeah.
And I think now that technology has caught up, now the kids are, like you said, building their and staying in their group and controlling it. Like, you ain't coming in, like,
exactly.
That's it. And Snapchat, kind of, you could do that, but it's so many settings, certain people don't like. So it's pretty unique. But Snapchat, a year ago, I was making my money off of Snapchat.
Get out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Ask him. I was in New York. And what was crazy was I was doing Snapchat, and I was doing like a vlog type Snapchat.
Okay.
And it was pretty unique. It was pretty cool. But the money-wise, the reason I did it was because the swipe up feature.
Okay.
That's why.
Direct
And
to
now,
the
was that
website.
I don't remember on Snapchat. Was that a follower based, or did you pay for that, or was it just automatic? The swipe
That
up?
was just automatic. You didn't.
Okay.
You don't have to pay for the swipe up like Instagram. Like Instagram, you gotta have 10K followers
something. Yeah. Some
to
rule.
get the swipe up feature.
Okay.
So me starting out, I literally all I had, I think at the time last year, excuse me, I think all I had last time was like 2,000 followers, if that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I got 4, something like that. Yeah, I literally had nobody, and I was like, man, I want to make some more money, like get the brand out there, get this going. I had a good role going, and I just like kind of dropped off the face of the earth, it felt like. But now, I'm doing decent. We have another Instagram page just for trucks, and I got it. Yes, I bought that Instagram page.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it just came out of nowhere, and I didn't
Yeah.
know about it. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, nobody knew about it. The reason it came about, I hate saying this, man, because he was gonna be one of the guys that came here, but good thing he didn't, because I'll be getting my head shaved.
Oh, okay.
I did a challenge. If we got 10K followers
In October.
I was gonna shave my head.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't get me 10K. He got me 20K. He got me a brand new Instagram page.
Oh, crap. Okay. Well, legally we can get you around that. We'll talk after the show.
I'm not worried about it. He's a good friend of mine, and I'm whenever we do meet up, we're gonna go live. We're gonna video it. He's gonna shave my hair off, and it's all cool.
Yeah.
It's all cool. But yeah, that's how I got that Instagram.
Okay.
That's how I got it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. He didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about it.
They just followed me, and I'm like, 20-something. He's had this for a while, and he hasn't told me. And then
He was kind of hurt.
I just figured out.
Like, hey, wait,
it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it. I think today was the first time I saw it.
Yeah, I threw the.
And it was.
I don't run it. I
Yeah.
barely run that page.
Well, I was going. It was actually when I was doing the post today to promote the show, because I was going to tag his thing and I didn't put the S dot. I just did SS, and then to hit the search deal, and then that page popped up. I'm
Trucks.
like, all right, we'll tag that one too.
Yeah. But I really don't run that page. God Lightning, F do Zeus. I mean,
yeah, you're like,
I'm calling his Instagram name. Matt, he runs it, and like he pretty much he's gonna be at an event tomorrow. What?
Turkey drag.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's gonna be at that event tomorrow, and he pretty much does that Instagram. But like I said, once again, a lot of people I find in this industry do it for the Instagram fame.
yeah.
Yep,
Which is crazy, man.
it's crazy.
And you know what I learned? This is all off subject. Social media just interests the hell out of me. I learned this in the last week and a half. More and more people are intentionally not following anyone, but bookmarking the accounts they want to go visit and watch and monitor.
Kind of stuff.
And I'm like, they gotta shut that shit down, damn it. Because I have a relatively low number following my personal page, right? When you look at the metrics of it, I'm between 75 and 125,000 visits every 2 days or what?
I think it's every week.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's the value of an account about 2.5 times yours.
Yeah.
But people aren't following, and I'm like, these assholes. Because the fitness industry, there's a lot of hate. I'm natural, drug free, and I've been big and outspoken about it the whole time, and the whole thing. And people hate the shit out of me because they're like, you got to be on something, all that kind of nonsense. So then I learned that, and I'm like, that's why. Because people are bookmarking me, they're still going to the page, but they're not clicking that little follow thing.
Yeah,
that's a dirty trick.
Yeah,
it's
that's
dirty.
a dirty trick.
What? Well,
I like it, but it's a dirty trick.
Smart, yeah,
I'm like,
it's not good.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Yeah. So I'm hoping they fix that.
Me.
Petition.
Yeah.
It's just another social media page.
Yeah.
And what I find with me is conversating with people.
Yeah.
Like going on their page, commenting, stuff like that. That really gets the followers.
Yeah.
And it's just like back in the day. Go to the mall somewhere, see a group of guys. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Same thing.
You got to jump into it. It's the exact same thing, and it's like I loved it. I don't know. There was a comedian that was talking. It wasn't a funny bit. It wasn't a comic bit, but it was a comedian talking about it. And he was saying that exactly. That social media is that you walk into a public place, you see a group of people you want to talk to, you can kind of throw the deuce and wink at them, and that's following their page. Does that make sense? You walk by, maybe you tap one, knuckle one, whatever, high five one, you go on, and that's. You liked an image and maybe made a little comment, like a thumbs up comment. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, oh, when you actually go in and nudge somebody's shoulder and actually start saying something, well, now they're gonna follow you back. Now you've made some friends. But anyway, they had this whole spiel about that whole, basically almost that exactly, just going into the public place and relating that to success in social media. Engagement, man, engagement. That's all of it.
Back to the trucks.
Yeah.
So. I got a question for Alex. How, since you got a kid, you thought about keeping the truck, but getting like a family man's ride?
I mean,
like
I thought about it
station
because
wagon?
it's just
Hell yeah.
It's way too hard to get her up there with a lifted truck. She's getting heavy. She's only 6 months. Imagine when she gets older.
When she's older, it's gonna be easier because she can control herself.
Yeah, but
yeah,
we have a 2019 Jeep, so SUV. So that's what we drive around all day.
Okay.
So, but when we go out to eat on the weekends, I'll take the truck out on mostly the weekends, and then drive it around a few times during the week. But mostly it's the little Jeep cruising around, stock SUV. But yeah, I do think about getting something soon. Hopefully a car or something.
Car.
Yeah. A super sport car.
Okay.
Yeah. Super car. One thing with your truck that probably stands out above any other truck, what you think that would be?
The roll cage. That's what made my truck pop on Instagram.
Yeah.
You see that roll cage and you don't see it on any other truck.
So was that totally custom?
Yeah, totally custom. Mm-hmm. Buddy, I graduated high school. A buddy of mine had just finished. He's older than me. He just finished welding.
Okay.
And he's really good. And he just started doing it. And it's just one of a kind. You don't see it.
Because that was, I mean, you go, even when you see the smaller images on your Instagram, that makes that, it says something. I don't know exactly because I don't know how the truck lingo. Does that make sense?
Beefs it up.
But it's, I don't know if it's beat, but it makes it very different. It is very unique. And not knowing the world of trucks, I can't say if that's a great thing, a bad thing, a neutral thing. I don't know if that is, but it is very unique as compared to all the other things that you see out there.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I get comments all the time, and people tell me, "Hey, when are you gonna sell it?" Well, now's the time. I'm trying to sell it.
Thinking, oh,
I don't want to because it's such one of a kind and everybody likes it, but I've just had the same look, so I feel like I need to change it up just to keep up with the fashion.
Yeah. I feel you, but that would be a hard one.
Well, I did take it off maybe 4 months ago, and I had a camper, and the roll cage was just sitting there. I was like, I'm just going to put it back on. I put it back on, so that's why I want to sell it. That way I won't be like, let's put it back on. That's why I want to sell it.
You got to get rid of it.
Yeah, because I'm just going to keep
It'll
going back to it.
Sit in the garage and just haunt you. It's like, I'll powder coat it. I'll pick it up. Whatever, dude.
Powder coat.
Yeah.
Sell it.
Yep.
Sell it and just do something crazy. Like, besides doing a basic camper top, do a custom one.
That's true too.
Like do something, you could do
different.
Something different.
You got to be unique. You can't go from a fully custom piece, sell it, and then get some crap you're going to buy off of the internet.
Yeah, I'll be driving around and people know it's me.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll see one of my friends and I'm like, who is that? Like I can't figure out because everybody has the same trucks, you know. And with me, that's what I told my girlfriend. We were driving the other day. I was like, what I like about my truck is that they know who it is. They're not gonna be like, is that him or that? They know it's me because the roll cage basically just it's different. Yeah. Yep.
Time to get creative.
Oh, again,
Out the box. I got a saying. All right. When I was a kid, I jumped out the box. I stole a pair of scissors. I cut it up. But I did something worse than that. I took a lighter. I set it on fire. Now it's nothing but ashes. I ain't going back in. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out the box.
I could twist that analogy into so many awesome things, man. I was like, I love it, man.
And just like with his truck's very noticeable with his roll bars. Well, I say roll bars, but I think what's really unique with the truck industry and with specifically his truck is you could look at his truck and you would be like, man, that thing looks gorgeous. It looks like, wow, I want it. I want to drive it. I want to buy it.
Yeah.
Versus these new trucks, that's these new trucks, it's like, all right, yeah, it looks nice. What year model is yours?
2006.
Yeah.
06, and this thing could go up to a brand new one.
Yeah.
Brand new truck. Yeah, if there's a thing called SEMA bill. Mm-hmm. That means like, I am honor.
Yeah. It's all, you know,
like, yeah, his truck, I bring it to SEMA.
I've actually, a couple people have thought that my truck's been to SEMA, and I'm like, no, it's never been to SEMA.
But it's
I get
just
that question a lot.
It's just one of those things. Like, his truck got some age to it.
Yeah,
it's like an older woman. Like,
Old but different.
From Blackhawk to Cougar, just like that. You didn't know, man. You didn't know it was gonna happen today, did you?
He wasn't ready. Nah, but like, his truck is old, got some age to it. But like, these new trucks, man, they're awesome. They're unbelievable. The technology that they're doing with these lifts and air ride ups, that, like, it's unbelievable. But like, the biggest thing about it is me as a sponsor. Yeah, your new ride's awesome, but I want to know the story, man.
Yeah.
Like what's the story behind you? What's the story behind your ride? What's your passion? What's your goals? All that. So, like, I just like, me and Alex, when we first clicked up, he bought me a beer. No, he didn't. He should have.
He should have. Yeah. He still owes you one, but whatever.
I got you.
Nah, but what happened was, when I first started, like, I asked him, hey, can I use your truck to put on the back of a shirt? And he was like, yeah. I was like, cool, I'll give you a free shirt. And that's how me and him, we clicked up. And like, ever since then, I do custom, but I haven't done another truck shirt.
Yeah.
The only one.
That's it. That box with the ashes, man.
Ain't
got no more.
I got goosebumps. So let's. I'll just end that. I'll end the clothing stuff. Just get ready for the 7.8, because Blackhawk's gonna be coming.
Dropping that midnight.
Yeah. Well, we're getting there, so we're about to close, man.
Yeah.
What I'm most interested. I'm going to go back to some of the beginnings of things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna project onto this a little bit and then kind of get your opinion. I would think that if I was going to build one of these trucks with the lifts and the things of that nature, that I wouldn't want something that was a year old or 2 years old. I'd want something that was 3 or 4 years old that you can play with more. There's more aftermarket things. The industry understands it more. Mechanics understand it more. I don't know, but that's kind of my deal. Like, I wouldn't want to go buy a 2019 truck right now and start trying to do crap to it. I think I would have a harder time.
If you go to SEMA, every single truck you see is a 2018 or a 2019. All of them.
Wow. They're that ahead of the game.
Yes. So with me, like with an older truck, I like it because nobody really has older model trucks. Everybody, each year they get a new truck.
Yeah.
And they all look the same, just different colors. And with older trucks, a lot of people don't have them. So you definitely stand out different than all the newer trucks.
Yeah.
So
some of that technology that's in these things, you could put them into older vehicles, right?
Yep.
I mean, it would probably be more expensive than if you were to go buy that component, but it's aftermarket anyway. So, I mean, I don't know that you'd have to totally vacate technology. And then if you add the tech to your vehicle, you could customize that tech. You could play with screens. You could play with the sizes. You could play with the knobs. I mean, there's so much more I would think you could play with than having the stock technology. Although stock technology is cool, but it's not unique. Yeah, it's stock. Yeah, stock.
But like, back to what you were saying is the technology with these. I think it's more of a fashion trend of, oh, I got this brand new truck and I did this to it. Like, it's more of some people do it just to flash money, should we say.
Yeah.
That's it. And honestly, I'm cool with that. Yeah, you want to flash your money, man. That's all cool. But like, for Alex, I think he did because of the passion behind it, the story. Yeah, and that's deeper than
Well, it's a story. It's creative. It's unique. It's all these things. So when you get these stock trucks with all this new stuff, I mean, what's unique?
Yeah,
what's the artistic ability? What's cool, unique about it?
Exactly.
What's the
Definitely.
custom? Yeah.
Now, one thing that I think is very unique with the new ones, I will give them credit. With the new ones is like all of them come out with all gorgeous. I mean, absolutely like gorgeous. I can't even explain it, but they all missing one thing, and that's a 7 sticker. So they ain't nothing.
Oh, so they're useless. Like they're useless then.
Like that's cool. You got 100 something, but you missing one thing. You ain't living the dream yet.
No.
Like
It's true.
It's cool. And like one guy that I was able, I can't give his name out, but one guy I talked to, he built somebody's truck that was at SEMA, and like the owner of the truck is like real, like he's real big into a specific industry, and I don't even want the story of that person. I want the story of the person who built it. He was like, it was my dream to build this truck.
Yeah.
And I just by coincidence, I know this guy had the money. I got to build my dream truck, but it's actually for him.
I think that'd be frustrating, man. Yeah.
But it's cool. It's really cool, and I want the story behind the builder, like that. And that's another thing. Like, what's gonna change with the show truck industry? Like something. We had technology where something needs to give. Something will change it, or someone will.
That's bound to.
Yeah, eventually.
You need to go get one of them 3D printers and start printing your unique camper, man. Stop screwing around with it. Panel by panel, man.
Dude.
Just get on with it.
Panel by
Square inch by square inch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
No.
That would be.
Hell no.
Nah, I think, and that's another cool thing. Like me personally, I don't even have a truck.
Yeah.
I don't even have a show truck or a show car.
You don't have time for it. Stop it.
No. I do, but the time wise, and another thing is, I think if I would do one, each vehicle's got to fit who you are, like you said.
Yeah.
And like the car that I want, yes, it's a car. The vehicle that I want, it fits my attitude, fits my style, everything. And I think more people will be like, nah, you can't bring that to a truck show.
Oh, El Camino. Yeah.
Nah, it's
Well, nice
that's what you were thinking, though, right?
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Was it couldn't take it to a
have
truck
one of
show?
those.
It's got to be close to a truck, then. Was it,
nah,
no?
like it's a Volkswagen, man. Like
A
old
bus?
No, man.
Like the old vans?
Nah.
No.
Party bus.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Like the old beach cruisers.
What
like
is that? An '88? What is that?
That's
no, I don't know.
actually. Okay. Nah, that's actually a 1991 Volvo.
Yeah, that was a pretty. That was only a couple years.
And I want like back in the day, everybody threw the surfboards on top.
Yeah,
like that's awesome. I'm gonna throw a kayak on top because I do kayak fishing.
Yeah,
and like,
awesome.
Anybody that's out there that's seeing this and you want to blow up on Instagram, like I'm just gonna throw this out there. It's Christmas time. I'm just gonna put it out there. You get a helium and buy one of these blow up things. Fill it up with helium. Make sure the helium stays, and tie it to the roof on top the roof of any car or anything. And I guarantee you will go viral in like boom, a blink of an eye.
Yep,
like
Drive down the city.
And
with
that's my
Hey.
key point. If any of y'all ever want to go
Insta famous.
yeah, that's because there's a guy out there. It's called Whistler.
Whistling Diesel.
Whistling Diesel.
And he does that.
He does the dumbest things.
Not dumb.
No, yeah, he
It's
does
just
crazy dumb things. Like he made
pour milk in your exhaust.
Yeah,
He pours milk in.
It's crazy things, like things you would never think of doing. He does, and he blew up on Instagram like that. He just started it, and he has like 130,000 followers already.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Extreme. That'll do it, man.
Yeah,
Anything extreme.
for sure.
But yeah, I just somebody like that. I feel that would be. Yeah, he did that. But what's the story behind it?
Yeah.
How far are you gonna go?
Yeah.
Like you just gonna go so far, then you trend.
Yeah.
You just gonna be like, catch me outside. How about that? And that's it.
But there's a lot too. There's the people that come in, they'll pop up like that 6 months, hit 100, 200,000, make some money, and then drop out and they're good. They do another page. They do another, and they just keep cycling new stuff, and that's their gig, man.
And people, that's
I like
cool.
it.
People do that. But I think with Alex and with all the truck guys, everything like that, being in the industry that they're in, it's like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's true. That's in the industry pretty much. But the coolest thing that I like is each event, like I said from the beginning, there's no like big conflict.
Yeah. That's nice. I mean, that's nice.
Everybody goes for one purpose.
Yeah. Get some good
Have fun,
camaraderie.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's people. I would like to see more people go out, and I would like to see the people that put these events on, do something fun, like make it a more fun event for spectators.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just go, you could walk in line, you see trucks.
Yeah.
You go and you see trucks. If you want to see custom trucks, and that's all you want to see, you go to the events.
Yeah.
Now, what can these events do to set it off? That's the biggest. Like, what you think? Like, girls going wild. Like, man.
Bikini contest.
Don't bring that industry into it.
They actually do that.
No, I know.
Yeah.
They
I've seen
do
seen
that.
some of that.
Burnouts, tug of war, all that kind of stuff.
But I think it's an industry that's done. But someone's gonna come along the lines and do something and make the industry from what it was to what it's about to be.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. That's all industry. I mean, it happened, again,
Eventually.
jumping back to the fitness industry. I mean, the Arnold Classic did it.
Yeah.
It went from just being this bodybuilding show with a few booths to being 40, 50,000 athletes, from fencing to dancing to gymnastics to CrossFit to this to that. I mean, all the whole slew of things. So it's you can't go to that thing without being just enamored in some, overwhelmed in some aspects, and it's a mess. So I mean, obviously they'll figure it out.
Oh yeah,
eventually.
Yeah, we'll be the turning point.
Yeah. So do it, man. What are you waiting on?
Live the dream.
Live the dream. Dude.
I'm already doing
Oh, look at you.
I'm already doing it. Like, do it. Oh no, I'm already doing it. Like
I've been doing
like
it.
the reason I'm already doing it is there's no other I know of no other clothing sponsor. And the reason I'm saying this is because I could go on the internet, type in, go on their website, and they don't have nothing that says sponsorship.
That's true.
And a lot of it could be word of mouth. That's all cool. But I put my sponsor guys out there like professional athletes.
That's how you're supposed to. It's kind of part of the whole thing.
And yeah, but like some people, it's more of like, oh, I'm sponsored by them, when actually what type of sponsorship they're giving.
Yeah.
Like these within the industry, Alex, first time we met, I first started, I didn't know. Now, what I'm doing is now you're signing contracts.
Yeah. You have to.
And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for the business for me. I'm doing it to make you feel obligated as a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Because that's how I want to treat them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Only makes sense.
And that's something that no other clothing brand within the industry, because believe me, I know Nike's making them sign contracts, but I guarantee you, I'm coming for you. Take me time, but I'm going to get there. I'm a little slow. You got to remember dyslexic.
I got you, yeah.
Got to give me credit on that one now. Even my age is a little slow. I might look 20 pushing that 25. But, no, I just, like SEMA. Hey, I'm building a SEMA truck. Tell me if I'm wrong or right. A lot of people will get rims from a company, go to SEMA. That's all cool. 3 months down the line, they got a different company's rims.
Yeah.
No contracts, nothing's being signed, everything's being word of mouth. And that's cool if they want to do that. But what's going to be the turning point when a team comes in and says, hey, we're building 10 trucks.
Yeah.
All 10 trucks are going to have different rims, different this. And we're going to be a team. And when we go to events, we're not just going to bring one of our trucks to one event. We're going to bring 2 here, have 2 over there, 2 every weekend. We're going to have different events. And we're going to go and slaughter. In 1 year's time, we're going to win first place on everything.
Slaughter them.
And at the end of the year, we're going to say, who wants us to run your rims?
Yeah.
We're going to have contracts. And guess what? We just don't want free rims. You're going to endorse us for free stuff, just like a professional athlete sponsorship.
To get them, man.
Did I just tell them how I'm changing the game? Oh, man, I'm sorry. Well, you can always hit that rewind button.
But that's the funny thing. I mean, if you give people the roadmap, I'm going to do these 10 things and I'll be successful. This 99.9% of people won't even try.
They won't. They
don't care.
Man, I had some people try and make a knockoff brand of me. They tried. They went to Walmart, got some shirts, but they didn't. They
used the wrong Sharpie?
I think they did the wrong Sharpie. They was on a roll. They was selling shirts, selling hoodies, doing a knockoff of me. But I kind of regrouped. I went back another couple of months later, regrouped, and I see them at events. They're in the car and truck show events, and they go to it. I see them at events, and I remember this one specific message. If I ever see you at an event, we're gonna have words. I remember this, and when I confronted them about it, oh man, I wasn't gonna do anything. I just was gonna confront the fact, and I was just gonna tell them, I'm here. You're not gonna make me leave because I pay just like everybody else.
Yeah. I'm
gonna sell my product, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna go home, and my brand's still gonna be here. You're not gonna get rid of me. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna do like Texas did to the Saints last night.
No, the Cowboys.
Well,
yeah.
Texas Cowboys.
I know you're from Louisiana. You're a little soil.
I'm still hurt over that, man. I can't believe it.
It's a big shock.
I'm not a football player, but I'm not a football fan.
Oh, yeah. See?
Yeah, but
you're getting there. You got a star.
Yeah. Almost.
Yeah.
So last night was your fault. You didn't even know it. Oh, damn it.
I'm not even a football fan.
Yeah.
I don't even keep up with football, and I just think I don't want to get into football. Not yet. I don't want to take Nike stuff yet.
Yeah, not yet, but that's a
and
whole
what's funny
world.
is the whole reason behind me saying Nike is because I'm like, dude, if you're gonna go for something, go for, if you're gonna go racing like me in my racing career, I want to race. I want to beat the best out there.
Yeah.
I want that. That was my motive in my head.
Yeah.
Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. So subconsciously, I think I failed myself in that aspect of my life journey, and this journey with this clothing brand, I just nah. I got too much. I got too much drive. I ain't got nothing but time, because time's catching up older I get. But I can tell you this much: I'm teaching her everything.
Yeah.
So if I don't buy it, guess what?
She's gonna buy it.
She coming.
Yeah. I believe it.
And like, I just feel like I want to do a brand. I'm giving 7%. So like, say if my company does a quarter of what Nike does within a year, and takes 7% of the sales and gives it to charity, to Relay for Life, we donated more money than any other company out there.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. That's doing something, very impressive, I feel. And that's one thing about the brand that I'm really strong behind, is giving back, helping people out, and just whole thing. Live the dream. Go out and live the dream. You got one life, and say for a truck person, you want to build a specific truck, and it takes you 3 years to build it. Well, each day, what people subconsciously doesn't realize, each day you're living the dream, because you're working to build that ride. So you're working to that dream. You're living the dream.
Exactly.
Because otherwise you could sit on the couch and be like, "Mama, I'm ready to go." And you ain't doing nothing but screaming.
Yeah. No, but that's so we got to cut. We're past time, but I appreciate you guys coming, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. I'm ready to see that 3D printer going, man.
I'll get started on it soon.
If you start now, by 2024, you'll be done. 3D print a whole camper. Get out of here with that. So, and Mr. Silence over there, thanks.
Yeah.
You are our potty expert and the tech backup.
Yeah, he's coming.
Which is awesome. Yeah. And
Yeah,
thanks for driving out, man. That was.
Oh yeah,
cool.
I did podcasts, but not like this. It was real low key. It was like put our phones on the table, record it, upload it.
It all works, man. It all works.
Yeah.
And this it's conversation, man.
And when I started doing videos, YouTube, and to this day, everybody, you can look at my video content and they're like, "Man, it looks nice. What kind of camera you use?" I use my phone pretty much.
Yeah. I don't mind more people don't do that. I'm recording HD.
Yeah.
So, and then the new one's recording 4K now.
Well, I was just vlogging on.
Yeah.
When I sat down right here, I was just vlogging on the GoPro. It's one of those things, like in the truck show industry. You might not have the nicest stuff. It doesn't mean you can't come out and show it.
That's not the point. People don't want overproduce. They want authenticity.
Yep, exactly.
So got it,
man. So sad.
Yeah.
While they're working on their truck, their girls DMing me.
Hey, bro. she won that new gear, man.
Follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram.
No, but thank you guys for coming out, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks for
having
having
awesome.
us.
Yeah.
I gotta do some of these things. So we just switched to the other screen, but I gotta give it the delay because I don't ever know how long it stays. And if I cut shit early, then I get all these hate mails, and it's a mess. All these people just hating on me. All right, here we go, and